You're standing in an open field 2 million years ago. No shelter, no weapon, no fire. The sun dropped 30 minutes ago, and the darkness around you isn't empty. You can feel it. Something has been watching you since the light changed. Your ears catch a sound to the left. You turn. Nothing. Then another sound, closer to the right. You have no claws, no fangs, no venom. You can't see in the dark. You can't outrun what's in those shadows. And whatever is out there has been hunting your kind for longer than your kind has had words for fear. This was every night for 2 million years. Not a bad week, not a dangerous season. 2 million years of being the prey. So what changed? What happened between that terrified figure standing in the dark and the species that eventually hunted everything else to extinction? Something snapped. And the story of what snapped is one of the most extraordinary things that has ever happened on this planet. Let's start with how bad it actually was. Fossil bones in South Africa showed puncture marks from giant eagles, bite patterns from leopards, drag marks where predators had pulled bodies away from camps. We weren't just occasionally hunted. We were a food source, regular, reliable, predictable prey. Then there were the land predators, Dinophelus, a false saber-tooth that specialized in hunting primates, built specifically for killing things shaped like us. Its fossils appear at the same sites as early human bones, again and again, for hundreds of thousands of years. We were its prey of choice, the giant hyena, larger than anything alive today, with a bite force that could crush the femur of a hippopotamus. It hunted in packs, at night, meganterion. A saber-tooth that didn't ambush from a distance. It closed the gap fast, pinned prey down, punctured the throat. It learned where we camped. It came back. These predators knew what we were, where we lived, and when we were most vulnerable. We were managed prey, and we had no answer for any of it. Our closest relative, the chimpanzee, is 3 times stronger than an adult human. Chimps have fangs. They can climb 30 feet in seconds, and chimps still get killed by leopards regularly. We were slower than chimps, weaker. Our infants couldn't walk for a year and screamed through the night. We slept on the ground. We were warm, slow, loud, and soft. By every biological measurement, we should have been extinct before we ever became human. And then something snapped. It began with fire. The earliest confirmed evidence of controlled fire dates to 1.5 million years ago in South Africa. A hearth, deliberately maintained inside a cave. This did something no biological adaptation could have done. It created a zone predators would not enter. Even today, lions avoid fire. It is hardwired into every large predator that evolved alongside it. For the first time in 2 million years, our ancestors could sit still after dark without dying. That sounds small. It was everything. Before fire, night was pure vulnerability. After fire, you had hours to talk, make tools, plan, teach, and it let us cook food. Cooked meat delivers more calories. More calories sustained a larger brain. A larger brain meant better planning and communication. One adaptation triggered a chain reaction still running today. The second shift, we started learning from our losses faster than predators could learn from their wins. Archaeologists in Georgia found a skeleton dating back 1.8 million years, an ancestor who had lost all their teeth years before death. No teeth means you cannot process raw food. This individual survived for years after that. Someone was feeding them. No predator does this. A saber-tooth that loses its canines dies. Every apex predator operated on one rule. The weak do not survive. We broke that rule. Every injured individual kept alive was a library. They remembered where predators denned, which water sources the big cats used at dusk, the year the rains failed, and where the group found food anyway. Survival of the fittest became survival of the most remembered. The third shift ended 2 million years of prey status permanently. We learned to kill from a distance. Around 400,000 years ago, hunters crafted throwing spears, wooden, aerodynamic, balanced at the front third for maximum impact, found alongside the butchered remains of at least 10 horses. These weren't desperate weapons. They were engineered tools built by people who understood physics well enough to solve for it. A saber-tooth has one range: contact. Get inside that range and it kills you. Stay outside it and it has nothing. Spears changed that math entirely. For the first time in 2 million years, our weakness, our distance from the predator, became our advantage, and then we hunted them back. The result was not gradual, it was a collapse. Everywhere modern humans arrived, the megafauna started disappearing. The giant hyena vanished. Meganterion went extinct. Smilodon disappeared around 10,000 years ago, shortly after humans arrived in the Americas in numbers. Cave lions, short-faced bears, woolly mammoths, giant ground sloths, gone, gone, gone. Every continent, every megafauna, every apex predator, gone within a few thousand years of human arrival. We didn't just survive them, we replaced them. For 2 million years, the ancestors of every person alive today went to sleep not knowing if they would wake up. Children were lost to eagles. Tribe members were dragged away in the dark. 100,000 generations learning one lesson: stay together, remember everything, never stop thinking. The thing that snapped wasn't a single weapon or a single discovery. It was a threshold, a point where accumulated knowledge, accumulated cooperation, and accumulated adaptation crossed a line no predator could cross with us. Evolution gave every predator one advantage: speed, strength, venom, camouflage. To us, it gave one thing instead: the ability to turn every disadvantage into a problem worth solving. For 2 million years, that wasn't enough. Then, slowly, quietly, across 10,000 generations of people who never knew they were part of something larger than their own survival, it was